Hey, welcome to Discovering More. My name is Ethan Lumen, one of the pastors here at Peace. We're taking a deeper look at some of the things that we're talking about on Sundays and in our messages. So we've been talking about words for the journey, and these words have come from the Peace Prayer Path. You'll see I'm on the Peace Prayer Path right here. We have 12 stations around our property where anyone can come and take a seat and have a moment to think or pray or have maybe some time with a family member or whatever. So we hope that if you're in the Eau Claire area, you come by 501 East Fillmore Avenue here and find a bench to sit down on and spend some time in thought, in prayer and reflection. And in this past weekend, we talked about clarity. Clarity is that sense of having a clear purpose or vision or framework. And the interesting thing about the word clarity is that our city, Eau Claire, has it built right into its identity. Clear water is what Eau Claire means. And so as we talked about clarity, we looked at Psalm 37. And as I talked about clarity, I think one thing that I could have spent more time on is in our world today, we have an attention economy. Oh my gosh, let me start that over. Attention economy. What that means is that so many businesses are paying money to get your attention, to get a few seconds of your time. Maybe before this video or after this video, you'll see an ad here on YouTube, and that ad is meant to suck you in by grabbing your attention. Now, the challenge that we face in an attention economy is we only have so much attention. We only have so much focus. So where are we going to give our time and our best energy toward? The challenge that it presents us with is how much time are we willing to sit and think and reflect and pray to find the answers or the clarity that we need around maybe an issue we're struggling with. How much time are we actually going to spend processing our emotions? Maybe we'll get to the place where we can at least name our emotions over just like, I'm mad or I'm frustrated. You know, one time my dad, he did something, he said, hey, I feel badly about doing that. And I was just like, he's not a very emotional, well, he didn't express his emotions very well. So for him to say badly was like a big jump up. But like the range of human emotions is pretty large. And if we're not spending any time processing through our emotions, we're not going to be able to name them. And that means we're not going to be able to get through them or see through what those emotions are for us. So are we finding time to just sit and be and think and reflect? Are we able to set aside the distractions and that word busyness? Oh my gosh. I tried for a little while not to use the word busy, because what I found myself doing is somebody would say, hey, how are you? And my immediate response was, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. Or I'd hear them say, hey, how are you? And they'd be like, so busy. And that word busy, it's really just a cover up for saying, I don't want to be focusing on X or Y. I don't want to be taking a moment to be vulnerable here. And I think to really find clarity in our lives, we need to be able to be vulnerable about our emotions, about our intentions, about our goals, about all these things that unless we spend time on it, they're going to be unspoken. They're not going to become clear. So our biggest hurdle when it comes to clarity is just spending the time in prayer. How much time are you spending in prayer? Even for me as a pastor, it can be hard to find that time to just really sit and pray and allow your thoughts to, sure, wander a little bit here and there, but to bring your focus back onto God's Word and just being present with Him and giving Him the time. You know, I think we want clear guidance from God. Like, give me this, that, and the other thing, and just help me know. It's like, well, He gave us the 10 Commandments. He made it clear. You know, honor your father and mother. Don't murder. Don't commit. Like, here's the list. Don't steal. Don't covet. It's like, okay, well, that's good, but we need more. We need more. We need more clarity. Well, if you want more clarity, sometimes God gives in the Scriptures, God gives that just straightforward word. Go this place or do that thing. but oftentimes it's through prayer and fasting even, and maybe the community that God puts around us that He reveals His plan. So we have to take the time. Take the time. Take the time. The second thing I want to say about Psalm 37 that's worth noting is that in the scriptures, God and the authors of the Bible, they don't pull the punches on the fact that there are evil people in the world. There are evil plans at work. And Psalm 37, it starts out, don't fret yourself because of evildoers. Don't be jealous over those who are doing wrong. And I think one of the points that I didn't really stress in my message that I'd like to stress to you today is to say there is a framework for evil in our own hearts, in the world around us, and in the spiritual reality that exists as well. So never underestimate the fact that there is evil at work in the world. But our response to evil cannot be to meet evil with evil, but as Romans 12 says, overcome evil with good. I think that's the powerful message of the Bible, is to say that yes, there's evil in the world. We don't have to meet evil with evil, but we can actually meet evil with good. And that is the world-changing power that we have as Christians. So, I hope that's helpful for you today. Go back, read Psalm 37. Maybe it'll help give you a little bit of that clarity. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. One of the best verses to memorize and take away from Psalm 37, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. We conform our will and our hearts and our desires to God, and well, we'll see what changes. I hope this has been helpful for you, and we hope to see you here on the prayer path if you're in or around Eau Claire, or next Sunday as we get ready to gather as God's church. Hey, thanks for being here.